Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a simple but powerful question. Why not you? Why not you to achieve greatness? Why not you to break barriers? Why not you to break barriers? Why not you to live the life you've always dreamed of? Too often we see others reaching new heights, chasing their goals and making an impact, while we sit on the sidelines, doubting ourselves. We convince ourselves that success is meant for them, the talented, the lucky, the special. But let me tell you something. You are just as capable, just as deserving, and just as powerful as anyone else. Today I want to remind you that success isn't reserved for a chosen few. It belongs to those who believe in themselves, take action. We all experience doubts at some point in our lives, and it's natural to question our abilities. It's easy to feel like we are not capable enough, not worthy enough, or not skilled enough to achieve the things we truly desire. These doubts often stem from past failures, the fear of the unknown, or comparing ourselves to others. But what if I told you that these doubts are not a reflection of your true potential? What if I told you that the voice inside your head telling you that you can't do it is the very thing holding you back from realizing your greatness? We all have an inner critic, that voice that tells us we're not good enough, not strong enough, or not strong enough. This inner critic is often the loudest when we are on the verge of taking a leap of faith or stepping outside of our comfort zones. It's the voice that tells you to play it safe, stay where you are, and not take any risks. But here's the truth. That voice is a liar. It's not telling you the truth about who you are or what you're capable of achieving. It's simply trying to keep you in a place where you feel comfortable. But comfort doesn't breed growth. The first step in overcoming doubt is recognizing that it is normal to feel uncertain. Every successful person, whether in business, sports, or any other field, has had moments of doubt. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not the absence of doubt, but the ability to push through it and take action anyway. The key is not allowing doubt to define your journey or stop you from taking the next step forward. When we doubt ourselves, we often forget the countless times we've overcome challenges in the past. We have all faced adversity at some point in our lives and somehow made it through. Whether it was a tough decision, a challenging project, or a personal hardship, we survived. And each time we faced a difficulty, we grew stronger and more resilient. But in moments of doubt, we tend to forget our past triumphs and focus on our perceived shortcomings. One of the most powerful things you can do when doubt creeps in is to remind yourself of your past successes, no matter how small they may seem. Every accomplishment, no matter how insignificant it might feel in the moment, is proof of your capability. You've already proven that you can overcome challenges, and you've already shown that you can succeed. Doubt tries to convince you that you haven't achieved enough, that you're not ready for the next step. But in reality, you've been preparing for this moment your entire life. Your experiences, your lessons learned, and your ability to adapt have all contributed to this very moment. You are more capable than you give yourself credit for. The second part of silencing doubt is changing the narrative in your mind. Instead of thinking, I can't, start asking yourself, why not me? Why not you, who has overcome challenges in the past? Why not you, who has the passion, drive, and determination to succeed? Why not you, who has everything it takes to accomplish your goals and dreams? The moment you shift from a mindset of doubt to a mindset of possibility, you begin to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. You start to believe in your potential, and that belief is a powerful force. The belief in yourself is often the catalyst for success. It's the engine that drives you to keep going, even when the road is tough. Another important factor in silencing doubt is surrounding yourself with positivity. The people you associate with, the media you consume, and the environment you're in all play a significant role in shaping your mindset. If you surround yourself with negativity, people who constantly criticize or doubt your abilities, or content that reinforces limiting beliefs, it's going to be incredibly difficult to quiet that inner voice of doubt. But if you surround yourself with people who uplift you, encourage you, and remind you of your strengths, your mindset begins to shift. You start to see the possibilities, and that doubt starts to fade away. Furthermore, the more you take action, the less doubt will have a hold on you. When we doubt ourselves, we often avoid taking risks or making decisions, hoping the doubt will somehow disappear. But the truth is, the more we avoid action, the more the doubt grows. It feeds on our inaction and becomes stronger the longer we let it control us. But when you take action, even if it's a small step, you begin to build momentum. Each small victory, no matter how insignificant it may seem, is proof that you can overcome doubt. The more you act, the more you build confidence in your abilities, and the less doubt will have the power to control your actions. There will always be moments of doubt, especially when you are striving to do something great or stepping into the unknown. It's part of the process. But the key is not to let doubt stop you. Don't let it paralyze you or make you believe you're not worthy of success. The only way to truly fail is to stop trying, to give up on yourself and your dreams. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who never doubted themselves. They are the ones who kept going despite the doubt. They took risks, made mistakes, and learned along the way, but they never let doubt define their potential. You must remember that you are capable, you are worthy, you have what it takes to succeed. It doesn't matter where you come from, what your past looks like, or how many times you've failed before. Every single person who has ever achieved anything worthwhile has faced doubt. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is that the successful ones refuse to let doubt dictate their actions. They believe in themselves. They push through the fear and they keep moving forward. When doubt creeps in, remind yourself that it is only temporary. It is not a reflection of your worth or your potential. You are capable of more than you can imagine, and your success is waiting on the other side of your doubts. So, take a deep breath, silence that inner critic, and take that first step. You have everything you need inside of you to achieve your dreams, and the only thing holding you back is the belief that you can't. But once you believe in yourself, once you silence that doubt, you'll realize just how much you're capable of achieving. You've already proven that you can overcome challenges. Now it's time to prove that you can overcome doubt and rise to your full potential. The concept of action is one of the most powerful forces in the pursuit of success. We often find ourselves caught in cycles of planning, thinking, and overanalyzing, but very rarely do we take the necessary steps to make those plans a reality. The truth is, success doesn't come to those who wait for the perfect moment or the ideal conditions. It comes to those who take action, regardless of how uncertain the path might seem. Every idea, every dream, and every goal begins with one thing: action. Many people spend years waiting for the right time to start working on their dreams. They wait for the right opportunity, the right amount of money, or the perfect set of circumstances. But here's the reality: there will never be a perfect moment. There will always be reasons to delay. There will always be obstacles in your way. Life is unpredictable, and waiting for everything to line up perfectly is a recipe for inaction. The most successful people didn't wait for the perfect time. They made their time perfect by taking action when the opportunity presented itself, regardless of whether they felt completely prepared. Taking action requires courage, especially when the outcome is uncertain. It's much easier to sit in the comfort of what you know, even if it means staying stuck, than to take a leap into the unknown. But nothing ever changes without action. It's the only thing that transforms your ideas and dreams into tangible results. Every moment you spend planning without acting is another moment you're postponing your success. Every hour you wait, every day you delay is an opportunity lost. You may not always feel confident or fully prepared when you take the first step. In fact, it's often the opposite. But action, even imperfect action, is far more valuable than endless preparation. The first step is always the hardest, but once you make it, you gain momentum. Action breeds more action. You begin to see things differently and start noticing opportunities you couldn't see before. Each step you take makes the path clearer. Each decision to move forward, even if it's small, builds your confidence and brings you closer to your goal. One of the reasons why many people hesitate to take action is fear of failure. They worry that they might make a mistake or not succeed at the first attempt. But failure is not the enemy, it's a part of the process. Every successful person has experienced failure in one form or another. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not the absence of failure, but the ability to embrace it as a learning opportunity. Failure is not a reflection of your abilities. It's simply a lesson that helps you grow. Each failure teaches you something valuable that brings you closer to success. In fact, taking action, regardless of the outcome, is a form of success in itself. The act of doing something, anything, moves you forward. It breaks the cycle of stagnation and opens up new possibilities. The longer you stay in your head, thinking and rethinking the situation, the further you get from achieving anything tangible. Action is the bridge between your dreams and reality. If you want to make progress, you have to take that first step. No matter how small or insignificant it may seem at the time, every action you take brings you closer to where you want to be. Another reason people avoid taking action is the fear of making the wrong choice. The desire to make the right decision can paralyze us, making us second-guess ourselves and hesitate. But there's no such thing as a perfect decision. Every choice comes with some degree of uncertainty. The key is to make the best decision you can with the information you have at the moment, and then take action based on that decision. Once you make the choice, commit to it fully. Don't waste time thinking about what could have been or what might have been a better option. You can always course correct along the way, but you can't change anything if you never start. Too many people waste years contemplating their options, weighing pros and cons, and never making a decision because they're afraid of making the wrong one. But this fear of making a mistake leads to inaction, which in itself is the biggest mistake of all. If you're not taking action, you're essentially choosing to stay stuck. And staying stuck means no progress, no growth, and no success. Taking action is not about being perfect. It's about being bold enough to move forward, even if the path isn't crystal clear. The best way to learn is by doing, and every step you take teaches you something new. When you take action, you also start to develop a sense of discipline. Discipline is the backbone of success. It's easy to feel motivated in the beginning, but motivation can be fleeting. Discipline, however, keeps you going when the excitement fades and the challenges start to mount. The more you act, the more disciplined you become, and the more you build momentum. Each small victory makes it easier to take the next step, and before you know it, the momentum you've created will carry you through the toughest times. Action also brings clarity. We often wait until everything is perfectly clear before making a move. But the truth is that clarity comes only through doing. When you start moving, the path becomes more defined. You begin to see obstacles and you develop the creativity to overcome them. You learn to adapt, adjust, and recalibrate as you go. The more action you take, the more you'll understand what works and what doesn't. The initial confusion and uncertainty fade away as you start gathering real-world experience. You don't need to have everything figured out in advance. You just need to start. The biggest challenge for many people is not that they lack the potential or the ability to succeed, but that they simply don't take the first step. They wait for permission, for reassurance, or for external validation. But the truth is that you don't need anyone's approval to pursue your dreams. You don't need a guarantee that everything will go perfectly. What you need is the courage to take the first step, knowing that even if you don't have all the answers, you're still moving forward. Taking action is an act of faith. It's about believing in yourself enough to step into the unknown, trusting that you'll learn along the way, and knowing that each action you take brings you closer to where you want to be. The most successful people aren't the ones who had it all figured out from the start. They're the ones who took that first step when everyone else was too afraid to move. They kept moving even when things got tough because they understood that action was the key to success. If you want to accomplish anything, you must stop waiting and start doing. The journey to success begins with action, and it's only through action that you'll achieve the things you want in life. The world belongs to those who take risks, who put their plans into motion, and who refuse to sit idly by, waiting for the perfect moment. There will never be a perfect time. The perfect time is now, and it begins with one simple choice: to take action. Life is full of challenges, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed when faced with obstacles that seem insurmountable. However, it's important to recognize that these challenges are not roadblocks, but rather opportunities for growth. The truth is, we grow the most when we push ourselves outside of our comfort zones and confront the difficulties that lie ahead. Growth doesn't come from staying in familiar, safe spaces where everything is predictable. It comes from embracing discomfort, stepping into the unknown, and rising to meet the challenges that life throws at us. When we experience difficulty or face an obstacle, our first instinct might be to turn away, to find a way to avoid it, or to wish that it would disappear. We might question why these challenges have to happen to us and wonder if we're truly capable of overcoming them. But the most successful individuals in history didn't get to where they are by avoiding difficulty. They reached their achievements by confronting challenges head-on, by persevering when things got tough, and by learning from the very struggles they encountered. Embracing challenges requires a shift in perspective. Instead of seeing obstacles as something to fear or avoid, we need to view them as opportunities to learn, grow, and become stronger. Every challenge, whether personal or professional, provides valuable lessons that shape who we are and who we will become. It is through these experiences that we develop resilience, perseverance, and the ability to navigate future difficulties with greater ease. Every time you face a challenge, you build the mental and emotional strength necessary to handle even more demanding situations in the future. One of the reasons why we often avoid challenges is the fear of failure. Failure feels uncomfortable, and it can be disheartening, especially when we invest a lot of time, effort, and energy into something that doesn't work out as planned. But failure is not a reflection of who we are. It's simply a step in the process of learning. The fear of failure can keep us stuck in a state of indecision, preventing us from taking risks and stepping outside of our comfort zones. But if we allow the fear of failure to control us, we miss out on the opportunity to grow, learn, and ultimately succeed. Failure is a natural part of the learning process. In fact, it is often the most powerful teacher we can have. Failure teaches us what doesn't work, helps us identify areas where we need to improve, and gives us the wisdom to make better decisions in the future. Instead of fearing failure, we should embrace it as a necessary part of the journey toward success. Every successful person has failed at some point, But what sets them apart is their ability to bounce back, learn from their mistakes, and continue moving forward. One of the most powerful ways to grow through challenges is to shift our mindset. Instead of seeing challenges as threats, we can view them as opportunities for personal development. This shift in perspective allows us to approach difficulties with a sense of curiosity and excitement rather than fear and resistance. When we look at a challenge as something we can learn from, we take the pressure off ourselves to succeed immediately and instead focus on the process of learning and improving. This mindset helps us stay resilient in the face of adversity and makes it easier to keep going when things get tough. Another key to embracing challenges is developing a growth mindset. People with a growth mindset believe that their abilities and intelligence can be developed over time. Through hard work, dedication, and perseverance, they see challenges as an opportunity to improve, rather than as an indication that they're not good enough. When we adopt a growth mindset, we stop viewing challenges as obstacles to success and start seeing them as stepping stones toward our goals. Instead of giving up when faced with difficulty, we see it as an invitation to grow and push ourselves to new heights. Embracing challenges also means being willing to step outside of our comfort zones. Comfort is a powerful force, and it's easy to become complacent in familiar situations. But growth only happens when we push ourselves to try new things, take risks, and face the unknown. Stepping outside of our comfort zone can feel uncomfortable at first, but it's in those moments of discomfort that we find our true potential. Each time we challenge ourselves to do something that feels difficult or unfamiliar, we expand our abilities and increase our capacity for success. The more we embrace discomfort, the more we learn to thrive in it, and the more confident we become in our ability to handle whatever challenges come our way. Overcoming challenges also requires a sense of persistence and determination. It's easy to give up when things don't go according to plan, but persistence is often the key to success. Those who succeed are the ones who keep going, even when the road is tough, when they face setbacks, and when they experience failure. Success doesn't come overnight, and it rarely comes without struggle. The ability to persevere, to keep moving forward in the face of difficulty, is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who don't. The road to success is filled with obstacles, but it's the ones who continue to push through day after day who ultimately reach the finish line. One of the most important things to remember when facing challenges is that you don't have to do it alone. Seeking support from others can make a huge difference in how we navigate difficult situations. Whether it's reaching out to a mentor, joining a community of like-minded individuals, or simply talking to a friend, having a support system can help you stay motivated, focused, and resilient. When we face challenges, it's easy to feel isolated, but the truth is that everyone faces difficulties at some point. We all need help, guidance, and encouragement along the way. Don't be afraid to ask for help or lean on others when you need it. Lastly, it's important to remember that every challenge is temporary. No matter how difficult a situation may seem, it will eventually pass. Challenges are a part of life, but they do not define us. What defines us is how we respond to those challenges. Will we retreat in fear, or will we rise to meet them with courage and determination? It's up to us to choose how we face the difficulties that come our way. Every challenge we overcome makes us stronger, wiser, and more capable of handling the next one. The more we embrace challenges and view them as opportunities for growth, the more we will learn about ourselves and our potential. When we step into the unknown with confidence and resilience, we unlock new levels of strength, creativity, and perseverance. Challenges are not meant to break us, They are meant to shape us into the individuals we are destined to become. And with each challenge we face, we become better equipped to achieve even greater success in the future. Believing in yourself is one of the most crucial factors in achieving success. It's easy to look at the obstacles, challenges, and setbacks we face in life and begin to question our abilities. In moments of doubt, we often forget that belief in ourselves is the foundation for everything we hope to achieve. Without belief, there is no motivation to take the necessary steps to reach our goals. Without belief, there is no drive to persist through hardships or to overcome the inevitable difficulties that arise along the way. Believing in yourself is not just about thinking positively, it's about having faith in your ability to take action, to learn from your mistakes, and to keep pushing forward no matter what. The journey toward achieving anything meaningful begins with the belief that you are capable of doing so. Without this self-belief, every challenge you face will seem insurmountable. Every failure will feel like a confirmation that you're not cut out for success. But the truth is, every person who has ever achieved something great has faced doubt at some point. The difference between those who succeed and those who give up is not the absence of fear or self-doubt, but the strength to push through it. Believing in yourself means recognizing that even though you may not have all the answers or resources right now, you have the ability to find a way, to learn what you need, and to keep moving forward. Self-belief starts with a recognition of your worth. You are worthy of success. You are deserving of your dreams. But often the world and our past experiences tell us otherwise. We internalize negative feedback, past failures, and the doubts of others, allowing them to shape how we see ourselves. We allow these external voices to dictate our potential. But this is a trap. Your worth does not depend on anyone's opinion of you, nor does it depend on your past mistakes. Your worth is inherent, and it's something you must remind yourself of daily. No one else can define your worth, only you have the power to do that. Building self-belief also involves recognizing your strengths. We tend to focus on our weaknesses, believing that if we could just fix them, we'd be able to achieve more. But this focus on our perceived flaws often blinds us to our unique talents and capabilities. Each person has a set of strengths, skills, and qualities that make them capable of achieving extraordinary things. It's easy to overlook these strengths when we're caught up in comparing ourselves to others. But it's important to remember that what others are good at is not a reflection of what we are capable of. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, focus on what you do have. The skills, experiences, and qualities that make you unique. These are the building blocks of self-belief. Another key aspect of believing in yourself is developing resilience. Life is not linear, and the path to success is rarely straightforward. There will be setbacks, challenges, and moments when things don't go as planned, but self-belief doesn't mean that you think everything will go perfectly. It means that you have the confidence to keep going when things don't work out. Resilience is the ability to bounce back after failure, to learn from mistakes, and to keep moving forward despite setbacks. Resilient people don't see failure as the end. They see it as an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. They understand that setbacks are not a reflection of their ability, but rather a part of the process of success. Believing in yourself also means trusting your intuition. So often we seek external validation or advice from others, thinking that we need someone else's approval to move forward. While seeking advice is important, ultimately you are the best judge of what's right for you. Trust your instincts and have the confidence to follow your gut, even if the path ahead isn't clear. When you trust yourself, you are more likely to make decisions that align with your values and goals. This trust allows you to navigate challenges with greater ease and to make choices that are aligned with your true desires. It's not about having all the answers, but about having the courage to take action and to learn from the process. A critical component of self-belief is persistence. When things get tough, when the road ahead seems long and difficult, persistence is what keeps you going. Belief in yourself means that you refuse to give up, no matter how hard the journey becomes. It's easy to throw in the towel when things don't go as planned, or when you encounter obstacles that feel overwhelming. But those who persist, who keep pushing forward, even when it seems impossible, are the ones who ultimately succeed. Persistence is not about being perfect. It's about continuing to try, learning from your failures, and never giving up on your dreams. Each time you get back up, you prove to yourself that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. This builds even more belief in yourself, creating a cycle of success that drives you forward. Another important aspect of believing in yourself is cultivating a positive mindset. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect, but rather choosing to focus on the positive aspects of any situation. A positive mindset allows you to see opportunities in every setback and challenges as stepping stones to growth. When you believe in yourself, you begin to see the world differently. You begin to see challenges as temporary obstacles that can be overcome, rather than as insurmountable barriers. A positive mindset enables you to stay focused on your goals, even when things get tough, and to find solutions instead of dwelling on problems. It's also important to recognize that self-belief isn't something that happens overnight. It's a muscle that must be developed and nurtured over time. It takes practice, consistency, and patience. You may not always feel confident, and you may encounter setbacks that shake your belief in yourself. But remember that these moments of doubt are part of the process. Everyone experiences them, but those who succeed are the ones who keep going, even when they don't feel sure of themselves. Building self-belief is about showing up every day, doing the work, and trusting that you are on the right path. Over time, your belief in yourself will grow stronger, and you'll find it easier to face challenges with confidence and resilience. Finally, believing in yourself means taking ownership of your future. It's about taking responsibility for your actions and recognizing that your success or failure is largely in your hands. It's easy to blame external circumstances, other people, or even luck for where we find ourselves in life. But true self-belief comes from recognizing that you are the creator of your own destiny. You have the power to shape your future, to make the decisions that will lead you to your goals, and to take responsibility for your growth and success. When you take ownership of your journey, you no longer wait for permission or approval from others. You simply move forward, knowing that you have the ability to create the life you desire